Good evening. This is Akashvani Kohima. I'm Jonas Yanthan with Evening News. The headlines. Nagaland government presents a budget outlay of 23,727.88 crore rupees for the financial year 2024-25. Chief Minister Neiphiu Rio asserts the Nagaland Legislative Assembly is persistent in pressing for early and peaceful resolution of the Naga Political Issue. MLA Achumbemo Kikon urges State Assembly to adopt a resolution for integration of Naga contiguous areas. And MLA Kevipodi Sophie asks Nagaland government to immediately intervene to protect Kezoltsa forest. Now the news in detail. Nagaland government presented a budget outlay of 23,727.88 crore rupees for the financial year 2024-25 with an estimated accumulated deficit of 905.78 crore rupees. The estimated gross receipts stands at 23,978.05 crore rupees and gross expenditure at 23,727.88 crore rupees. Presenting the budget on the second day of the ongoing session of the 14th Nagaland Legislative Assembly today, Chief Minister Neiphiu Rio said, due to the improvement in receipts, the closing accumulated deficit has been reduced from the estimated closing amount of 1,374.17 crore rupees in the budget estimates to 885.95 crores in the revised estimates. He, however, said, since the current year's transactions are estimated to result in a negative balance of 19.83 crore rupees, the year 2024-25 is estimated to close at accumulated deficit of 905.78 crore rupees. Chief Minister Neiphiu Rio today asserted the Nagaland Legislative Assembly has always been pressing for an early and peaceful resolution of the Naga political issue. Delivering the concluding remark on a motion of thanks to the Governor's address on the floor of the House today, Rio noted that most of the speakers in the discussion had dwelled on the urgent necessity of bringing about a peaceful atmosphere in Nagaland. Rio, who is also the leader of the House, said that every session of the Assembly has given sufficient time for discussion on the Naga political issue and even passed Assembly resolutions for an early solution. The Chief Minister expressed hope that the collective members would bear good results and they would be able to witness the final and peaceful resolution of the Naga political issue during the tenure of the current House. On the central government's decision to suspend the free movement regime and setting up border fencing along the Indo-Myanmar border, Rio said the matter is of serious concern to the people of Nagaland, especially those staying in the bordering areas. He assured that his government has requested a centre for continuing the FMR. The Chief Minister said that the state has further sought for coming up with FMR regulations in close consultations with the affected people in the border areas. Rio said government is working to suitably take concerns of everyone and ensure an arrangement of FMR which benefits all. Chief Minister Neiphiu Rio said that the government is committed to equitable development and spreading of resources equally in every part of the state. Responding to a query by MLA Kezoltsa on equitable distribution of resources in the districts and in all the constituencies, Rio said government plans and programs are so designed for ensuring that every area or region's needs are addressed. He further said that for backward regions or areas, the government strive to come up with even more resources and support so that they are able to catch up with the others as soon as possible. Citing a case in point, Rio said that additional programs are being carried out in the backward areas of the state. Rio also addressed members concerned on matters pertaining to road development, improving agricultural productivity and strengthening market. Regarding Diku hydropower project, Rio said the department is actively working for resolving all the land issues so as to initiate this project at an early date. He said a war on drugs is going on, with the police and all the departments concerned taking action to make the state free of the scourge of drugs and narcotics. Later, the House adopted a motion of thanks to the governor's address by voice vote. This news comes to you from Akashvani, Kohima. You can also listen to this news bulletin on News On Air app and YouTube channel AIR News Kohima. MLA Kevipodi Sophie today urged the Nagaland government to immediately intervene to protect Kezoltsa forest from exploitation and preserve the area as an eco-biodiversity zone. He pressed the government to deploy government agencies concerned with protecting forest lands and to assist and provide resources to the traditional owners concerned with the preservation and protection of Kezoltsa. He stated this while making a statement in calling attention to a matter of urgent public importance pertaining to the dispute of traditional land at Kezoltsa on the second day of the budget session. Dwelling on the history of the ongoing dispute over Kezoltsa between Maram, Mao and Southern Angami communities, the MLA said that the issue persisted for several decades and continues to remain highly sensitive and contentious. He maintained that the Angamis, under any circumstances, cannot part with its traditional land, and this assertion has no conflict with the existing political state boundary. Nagaland Legislator Achumbemo Kikon has urged the State Assembly to adopt a resolution for the integration of Naga contiguous areas. Taking part in the discussions on a motion of thanks to the governor's address, Kikon said his party, the Naga People's Front, is sincerely committed to resolving the Naga political issue and believes in integrating the Naga inhabited areas. Kikon recalled that the Nagaland Legislative Assembly had passed resolutions 6 times in the past on this matter. He reiterated that all legislators in the opposition-less government of Nagaland are earnest about resolving the long-standing Naga political issue. Kikon also disagreed with advisor Imkongel Imchen's support for fencing the border areas, stating that the NPF party fully objects to such a proposition as it divides the Naga people without their consent and asserts the political rights of the Nagas. Nagaland Minister in charge of Transport, Paiwang Konyak, said the department will give all efforts to take up the Dimapur-Dizit railway line project at the earliest. Paiwang was today replying to a start question by MLA A. Nemne Konyak on the proposed railway line being kept in abeyance. He said a railway project approved in 2013 was granted a one-time token amount of 4,274 crore rupees earmarked and approved. He said this was submitted by the Railway Board to the Planning Commission in 2013 and now the Niti Aayog for final approval. The minister informed that no fund was allocated for the project till date. He said a project commencement date can only be decided after completion of the final location survey and sanctioning of DPR. He said the ministry has asked the state to provide land free of cost, and following the request, local MLAs of the concerned areas held discussions with the tribal leaders of the affected areas. Paiwang informed that Mon District Tribal Hohos affirmed not to charge any compensation for the routes passing through the forest land, but opined that those developed areas may be compensated. He said Mukukchung landowners categorized 2 compensations, that underdeveloped areas forest land can be compensated and developed areas should be compensated category-wise. For Wokha district, the Lothaho opposed the parallel rail line under its jurisdiction, while for Dimapur and Longling district, the report is awaited by the members of the department. Meanwhile, Deputy Chief Minister Y. Patton asserted that the Lothaho has not opposed the proposed railway line but demanded for the completion of the Foothill Road first and thereafter the rail line. Chief Minister Neiphiu Rio said he was not aware that the Dimapur-Dizit railway line project has been kept in abeyance until today. The Chief Minister, however, said that he will look into it and pursue the matter. Rio noted that connectivity is the most important component for any growth and development of the people. And now, 20 News, here are the headlines again. Nagaland government presents a budget outlay of 23,727.88 crore rupees for the financial year 2024-25. Chief Minister Neiphiu Rio asserts that Nagaland Legislative Assembly is persistent in pressing for early and peaceful resolution of the Naga Political Issue. MLA Achumbemo Kikon urges State Assembly to adopt resolution for integration of Naga contiguous areas. And MLA Kevipodi Sophie asks Nagaland government to immediately intervene to protect Kezoltsa forest. That is all we have in this evening news bulletin. Good night.